All right, guys, listen, we have a lot of companies to break down in this video, earnings to cover with little time to waste, so let's just dive into it. All I ask from you, though, is if you find value, hit the like button, and of course, make sure to subscribe. And if you want some free stocks, use that link down below for Moo up to 16 stocks, each up to $2,000. All the details are right here or right here. You guys will see them. Use that link down below. We'll talk more about that later. And with that being said, guys, cheers. Let's dive into it because we have a lot of earnings to break down. And again, little time to waste. Let's just dive right into it. So it's 4:30 p.m. right now, and actually, guys, the fun thing about these earnings videos is a lot of the time I don't actually look at the earnings before the video. So I like getting a live reaction, and a lot of these, well, all of these literally just came out. So let's run through the list. We have PayPal, Shopify, Qualcomm, Occidental Petroleum, Robinhood, Mercado Libre, and Etsy to break down. So let's just get into it. So let's start off here with PayPal, PYPL, which before we pull the ticker up, guys, you know that this, this stock has been destroyed. It was once over, I think, $300, and now it's, as of right now, well, maybe not now because of earnings, but last time I checked, it was what, $65, $70 a share. So keep in mind, this thing has been destroyed. Let's see what it's doing right now. Holy smokes, guys, it is getting hit yet again. It closed at $73, and mind you, it went down 3% on the day, and now after the bell, it is down a whopping 8%, guys, 8%, $6 more in the red, and now it's down back into the mid-60s, mid-high 60s. And let me pull up this 4-hour chart to show you guys this does not look good. This stock has not participated in the rally in 2023, that's for sure, guys. I mean, look, it started off the year at around, let's see, $80, and now it's at 67. It is down $13 on the year per share, which percentage-wise, that is 16%. Not good at all here for PayPal. And look at this. On the 3-year chart, all-time highs are $310 per share. So now officially, guys, it is down about, let me see here, 80%, 78.5 to be exact, from all-time highs. So they ended up doing EPS of $1.16, which beat the $1.05, so that's good. And they beat on sales $6.81 billion versus $6.59 billion expected. And let me see here, guys, margin metric misses. I'm not sure too much here about guidance. Maybe it's too early to see guidance, but it looks like, actually, wait, they see 2023 Q3 net revenue of around $7.4 billion. I'm not too sure, guys, honestly, why the stock is selling off here. Maybe earnings were just not as good as expected. Q2 total payment volume was $376.5 billion for PayPal. And with this move, guys, with this down move, we are now under the 180 SMA. We're at a fresh multi-week low. And essentially, guys, this downtrend is continuing. Not a good sign. Now, let's pull up Shopify, guys, which let me pull up the intraday chart before we pull up Shopify. Let's see what it's doing after the bell here, guys. So, yeah, a lot of volatility. Look at that. So it closed at 62.50, shot up to about 67.50, down to 59. Now it's at 62. So it's all over the place. It's a freaking roller coaster ride. And now it's at, pretty much break even after the bell. And mind you, Shopify did not do well at all today. Heading into the earnings after the bell, it went down 7.5% on the day, down over $5 per share. So this company ended up doing 14 cents EPS, which beat the 6 cents expected. That's great. And they beat on sales, $1.69 billion versus $1.62 billion expected. And honestly, guys, the fact that we're selling off is not a bad sign considering how much the stock has gone up. And you guys probably remember we had this ascending triangle drawn out, which did not play out, guys. That did not play out. Now we're actually falling, right through that triangle. We're dumping under the moving averages. We're taking out the lows from a couple of weeks ago, which isn't the best sign. But overall, in the grand scheme of things, guys, are the bulls still in charge here? I mean, come on. Does it take a rocket scientist to tell you that? Of course not. Obviously, they're still in charge. Let me get the channel tool out for you all to show you now what I'm looking at. This is pretty much holding very steady. Do you guys see this right here? We're holding this channel like clockwork. Right now, we're oversold. We're at the bottom of it at 58, 60, 62 bucks. This is where we could get potentially, keywords potentially, consolidation, followed by maybe a rally from that point. So that's Shopify, Qualcomm, QCOM. Let me pull it up and show you guys what this is doing. And again, I haven't looked at any of these stocks before this video. So Qualcomm is selling off like no other. Look at that, guys. It closed at 129, 130 roughly, and now it's at 122. It is down 5.5% after the bell, which is not great. They ended up reporting, let me see here, guys. Let's see, $1.87 EPS, which beat the $1.81. That's great. And sales missed $8.44 billion versus $8.51 billion expected. So they beat EPS, missed on sales. All right, mixed bag. And they see full year, or that's Q4 actually, adjusted EPS of $1.80 to $2 versus $1.91. Revenues of 8.9 billion versus 8.7 billion expected. All right, it looks like fiscal guidance was issued. Not too sure what that was, but overall, guys, pretty decent gap down here on Qualcomm after the bell, and now it's putting it right at the 180 SMA on the 4-hour chart, which honestly does not look that bad to me. Does it look bad to you guys? This actually looks really healthy. What do you guys think? Let me know down below in the comments. So let's see what happens here in the $119, $20, $25 range for Qualcomm, right around this moving average on the 4-hour chart. This is a very big spot. And the next one, which Buffett, Mr. Warren Buffett, the legend himself, the best investor of all time, he owns this one, and well, it is selling off. Occidental Petroleum, ticker symbol OXY. This stock is down, let me see here, about 2.5%, 3% after the bell, and they reported numbers. Let me see what they did, guys. They did EPS of 63 cents, which missed the 72 cent expected. They missed by 9 cents. And on the flip side, they beat on revenue, $6.73 billion revenue versus $6.69 billion expected. So they missed EPS, beat on revenue, which is good. And going back to the 4-hour chart, I mean, obviously it's falling here, after the bell on the intraday. We're taking the lows out from today, from yesterday. That's pretty obvious. And on the 4-hour chart, now we're at the 180 SMA, very similar to what we saw with Qualcomm here, right? Going back to Qualcomm, you guys can see we're holding the 180 SMA after this sell-off, which is good. Same thing here with Occidental Petroleum. So let me see, guys. Let's see if, buyers come in 58, 60 bucks, 62. This is a big spot moving forward. And Robinhood, I'm kind of scared to look at this one, guys. I'm going to be honest. Robinhood's numbers just came out, and let's see what they ended up doing. I'm scared. Look, oh my goodness. Talk about volatility. So they closed at 1240, shot up initially to about 1280, down to 1130. Oh my goodness. That was a drop of 12%. And now it's rebounding a little bit. It's at 12 bucks per share as I'm making this video. So Robinhood ended up doing, let me see here, guys. They did EPS of 3 cents, which beat the loss of the expectation rather of a loss of negative, or a loss of 2 cents. So 3 cents is what they did. Beat the negative 2 cent expectation. That's good. And they also beat on sales, 486 million versus 475 million expected. So they beat EPS, beat revenue. That's good. And monthly active users were at 10.8 million versus the 11.5 million expected. Ooh, that's not good. Net funded accounts at 23.2 million, which came in line with the expectation. That's good, at least. At least that's good. But yeah, I guess the monthly active users, that could be a big reason why the stock is selling off right now. And it looks like here Q2 average revenue per user increased to $84 from $77 in Q1. Ooh, that's actually a very interesting stat, but still the stock is selling off right now, guys. And you know my thoughts on Robinhood. I'm not a big fan of Robinhood, but overall it has been reversing. You got to give them that. It has been reversing over the past couple of months, and now we're pulling back big time, and we're right by the 180 SMA. Let's see what the bulls do here. So 2 more stocks for the video, guys. And by the way, if you're still here, if you stuck it more towards the end, I appreciate you all as always. And if you have not subscribed yet for some reason, I don't know why you have not subscribed yet. Actually, 70% of you watching are not subscribed. If that's you, hit that subscribe button. Help me get to 30,000 subs. I appreciate each and every one of you guys as always. And subscribing, if you didn't know, which you guys probably know, but some people think you have to pay. No. It is free, guys, so make sure you do that down below. I appreciate you all as always. And now let's talk about 2 more stocks. Mercado Libre, which is a big one, big e-commerce play. This company, wait a second, did their earnings not come out yet? They might be tomorrow, or maybe they didn't come out yet. Or maybe they're not listed here. Hold on. Give me a second, guys. Actually, no, they are listed here. They did 516 EPS, which beat the 413 expected. Holy crap. So they beat by over $1 EPS. That's great. And sales also beat $3.42 billion versus $3.28 billion expected. So double beat there for Mercado Libre. That's awesome. And the stock did gap up a good $100 which shot up to about, or percentage-wise, that was 8%. It hit 1150 on the low, up to about 1250 on the peak after the bell. So not bad there, guys. And overall, this stock is pretty, it's been pretty flat sideways over the course of the year. Sure, we've hopped around from 1100 to 1300, which is a big move, no doubt. But overall, it hasn't made any crazy breakouts, and now at this point, we are testing the moving averages and a multi-month resistance at about, or multi-week rather, or maybe multi-month, about a 2-3 month resistance being about 1250. If that point breaks, let me set my alert there right now, we could really be setting up for a breakout, but we're not quite there yet, guys. We're almost there, but not quite there yet. And if it does happen, if we do break out 1300 plus, that could be coming on Mercado Libre. And the last one for the video, guys, is good old Etsy. Let me pull it up and show you what's going on here. And again, I have not looked at any of these stocks. So Etsy now, holy crap, this one's gapping down as well. So pretty much all of these guys, it looks like, are selling off except for Mercado Libre, or which other one? I forget. Either way, it looks like Etsy is getting beaten up right now, down $6 after the bell. 6% is what that equates to. And it looks like they did 45 cents EPS, which beat the 41 cents expected. That's great. And they beat on sales as well, 628 million roughly versus 621 million expected. So double beat there for Etsy. And it looks like they see Q3 rather, GMS. What's GMS again? Gross merchandise something, I forget. GMS 2.95 to $3.1 billion, whatever that is. Look it up, or let me know in the comments, guys. I'm too lazy to look it up right now. But that's what they're looking to do. And it looks like here their stock fell 5% despite 7.5% revenue growth in Q2. And let me actually pull up the chart. How has this stock done in this year? Actually, not that well. Wow, I didn't realize that, guys. Etsy started off the year, I would have told you, if you would have asked me, I would have said Etsy's been doing very well this year. But no, it's actually down a lot, and I don't track it. Granted, I don't really track Etsy at all. But this year it started off at about $135. Now we're at $90 a share. That's actually a big drop. Holy crap, 35%. Not the best look for Etsy, and now it's holding on by a thread above the 180 SMA. Let's see what it does here, guys. So with that being said, I'm going to wrap up the video. If you enjoyed it, smash the like button. Make sure to subscribe, and don't forget to get up to 16 stocks for Moomoo, the sponsor of today's video, by going down below or by going to StocksAreFest.com/Moomoo. Once you open up your account and fund it with at least $100, you get 5 stocks right off the bat, and fund it with at least $1,000, you get 10 more stocks, totaling 15 stocks. And listen to this, guys. Fund your account with at least $5,000. On top of those 15 stocks, you will also get a free share of either Tesla stock or Expedia stock, which makes this promo a no-brainer. And that part of the promo, by the way, guys, is limited time, so use that link down below. I appreciate you guys as always. And with that being said, cheers. I'll see you in the next video.